Hey yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to more MLP. No intro today, just subscribe, join the Patreon, like the videos, do the things. Thanks for the support. That's about it. Alright, let's get to more MLP. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episode 11, Flutter Brudder. Go!
We're so happy you could come have lunch with your father and me, Fluttershy.
I'm so glad you asked. It was super awesome of you to invite me too.
I've been asking for this.
So busy with the Wonderbolts lately. It's great
Fluttershy's
to
parents?
relax someplace quiet.
That's exactly what I intend to do now that I've retired. In fact, I converted the back house
Here we
to showcase my
go.
cloud collection. I have my clouds, your mom has her flowers,
waited for
you've got your
this.
animals, and your brother?
Zephyr Breeze has his interests.
Brother.
I'll say. Remember when he was convinced square clouds?
I love
were
Rainbow
the
Dash
next
coming
big
here
thing?
as well, kind of already knowing them because they're
He's
friends.
matured a lot since then.
Bro, I've been
Actually,
asking for
It's
this.
funny you bring Zephyr up.
Zephyr.
Oh no, not again.
Oh.
It's just for a little while, dear, till he gets back on his horse.
Oh, he's going to stay in
Wait,
Ponyville?
You don't mean
Guess who's home? That's right, Big Sis. It's your one and only favorite little brother, moi.
Aw.
So I think I just kind of made the story in my head that she's like traumatized and everything. But no.
Hi, Flutter Butter. How's the bestest big sister ever? Hey, where's the love? How about a little
Music
excitement
is
to see
nice.
your baby brother?
I'm just surprised. When you left, you said main therapy was your calling.
Oh, it
Mane
is.
therapy.
Sis, it is. You would not believe how much stress ponies hold in their manes. Everything gets limp and unmanageable. No offense,
I think
but brushing
Rarity
alone
and
won't
him
solve the problem.
Would be a nice combo.
Wrong.
Nothing went
Well,
wrong
went
per
wrong.
se. It's just the powers that be were so locked into their required styles, and you know me. I've got my own style,
Well-
and I think they were a little threatened.
No.
Oh, this is lovely, dear.
Ugh.
Well, if it isn't Rainbow's the best flyer that ever was, Dash.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Sorry, I shouldn't tease you. I know the whole super awesome flyer bit's just to impress me. Still, thanks for showing up for my homecoming. It's
Dang.
I kind of thought there'd be more ponies here. I mean, what about your party planner friend, Sprinkle Pie? She could have turned this into a real house party. Am I right? I mean, this place could use it. Drab.
No, you gotta stop.
We have been meaning to redecorate.
Dad, please. When I get all my stuff back in here, you won't even remember what this boring old place looked
Oh
like.
god. Needs to be reformed.
Mom, Dad, can I talk to you for a second?
I love this actually.
What is it, honey?
I'm not so sure letting Zephyr move back home is a good idea. I know you both want to help, but don't you remember last time?
Zephyr's just trying to find his place, dear.
You're too accepting,
It
parents.
just seems like his place always ends up being your place. And then he sort of makes you do everything for
Yeah.
him.
Well, we may not be as bold as you, Fluttershy, but don't you worry. We know how to stand up for ourselves.
No.
And they were all like, "We
Danger
love
Dude,
your
nice.
free spirit, Zeph.
I think it's
and it would
the-
be
yeah, the same
wrong
book.
to Cage that.
The third book,
Go
right?
Follow your dreams."
Zeph was just telling me all about the ins and outs of main therapy school.
It's all so political. I just could not take it.
Well, maybe if you stuck with it for more than a few weeks.
Sorry, sis.
Damn.
But when something's not the right fit, this pony.
It's funny how that's conversational to them, right?
Anyway, good talk, Rainbows. I am so touched you came to see me. Really, I hate
Oh,
to be
okay, no,
part
no,
of
no, not
impressions, but
Ponyville,
this
no,
Reese
no.
Needs his Z's.
You know it's the
He's just
middle
staying
of
at the
the
house.
day, right?
I know. Siesta. I'm just gonna assume you made up my room the way I like it, right, Mom? Oh, I
Yeah.
almost forgot. All my stuff is out front.
Spoiled
Wanna grab that for me, Pops?
brat.
Thanks.
Same old Zeph.
I know you weren't expecting to see your brother, but you've been kind of quiet, even for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I am just so peeved right now.
Rainbow Dash! Fluttershy! It's me, Pinkie Pie! Your friend!
Your friend. Your friend.
Sorry about that.
We just had lunch with Fluttershy's parents, and you'll never guess who showed up.
Ooh! Mare Mare, Cranky Doodle Donkey,
She has them all in the
Sandwich,
wallet. She sandwich. She sandwich.
Zephyr Breeze.
Oh, that makes more sense.
And from the look on your face, I'm guessing it's for another one of his extended stays.
She's a bit peeved.
Oh, stop.
Zephyr's
the
my brother
language.
and I love him, but he's never learned to do anything for himself.
Mhm.
I don't know why my parents keep letting him trot all over them.
Yes.
Well, if your parents won't stand up for themselves, maybe you need to stand up for them.
Yes.
You know, you're right.
Oh, it's going back? Dang. Okay, well, it's kind of family drama, right? Because it's a brother. Oh no, it's a collection.
Zephyr Breeze!
Oh, hey, sis. Come to see me work my magic and turn this
that her last
place
name,
from
Breeze?
drab to fab, huh?
Or just his name?
Well, watch and learn.
Can't you see what you're doing?
It's a collection.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of this old stuff so I can turn the back house into my art studio. I decided
No,
I'm
no.
gonna be a sculptor.
I'm talking about Mom's flowers.
She's gonna move them so I can have my meditation patio here. She loves replanting stuff. Don't you, Mom?
No.
And Dad's been collecting his favorite bits of cloud from the factory since before you were born.
Yeah.
The very best from every production run since my first day on the job.
Yeah, that's a good collection.
But why hold on to the past, really?
You
No.
can't just fly in and change everything Mom and Dad have built here.
There we go.
But this is the only place big enough for my studio/meditation garden. Oh, unless I do it in the living room.
I know speaking up for yourself can be hard. Believe me. But Zephyr will never stand on his own if he can lean on you.
Don't be so dramatic, sis. Mom and Dad just want to let me be me.
Well, no, you always do
right?
this.
I can do plenty on my own.
Okay, yes.
I agree.
So there is
which is why
some.
you should move out.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, I mean, I totally would. But I don't think that's what Mom and Dad want. It's not, is it?
Stop this.
You know we love you, son. But
There you
your
go.
sister has a point.
Yes, there you go.
Sure. I mean, I really just came back here to keep you guys company, but whatever's best for the family. I just gotta grab a few essentials.
And you definitely have somewhere else to go?
Of course! There's plenty of ponies who'd love for a little breeze to blow their way.
But that's how they get you, kind of, you know.
So, where's
This is
Zeph
again
gonna
like
go
because this is
now?
repeated
I'm
behavior.
not sure. Oh, I hope I did the right thing.
Are you kidding? 100%.
Hey, sis!
Yeah, there you go.
Your new room is here!
Okay, maybe like 70%.
Zephyr, when Mom and Dad told you to find someplace else to live, I don't think they meant here.
Well, it's not their house, so by definition, it's someplace else. Am I right, Rainbows? Stop oogling me and help settle this.
You know what? I totally forgot that I promised to help Pinkie Pie sprinkle something.
Something.
You said you had plenty of places to go. Fine, you can stay here
You're the best! We're gonna have so much fun.
on one condition.
Totally. Anything.
You have to get a job.
Cracking the whip, huh? You always were kind of bossy.
Zephyr Breeze.
There you go.
Kidding? Get a job. Absolutely.
I do kind of relate to him in a way of like,
Gone so
oh,
early.
I mean,
You
like
have
maybe
no
he had job
idea how
paranoia. I don't
bad
know.
The morning sun is for your vein.
Remember how we talked about you getting a job?
It was just yesterday, and it's totally on my to-do list. But you can't expect me to find something befitting my awesomeness overnight.
I thought you might say that.
Oh yes, I was talking about
Did it
this.
for you.
What?
These fabrics all need to be dyed those colors. Do you think you can handle that?
I don't know.
You get started while Fluttershy and I head to the store for more supplies. Ta-ta!
Good luck.
Oh no. God.
Thanks for giving my brother a job. I just hope he's up to the task.
Oh, darling, dyeing fabric is the simplest thing. You just dip cloth in a bowl.
Didn't work out.
Rarity, you're back!
What did you do?
Since you talk to animals all the time, I just figured it runs in the family, so why not outsource this stuff, you know?
Yeah, he might be like a
The
lost
animal
cause, maybe.
communication thing isn't genetic.
Zephyr, I asked you to do this job, not to pawn it off on innocent woodland creatures.
Okay, I guess you have some feelings about this, but you should know it's basically your cat's fault for walking by and giving me the idea. But I'm actually kind of into this look. So I guess what I'm saying is, you're welcome.
Zephyr, this is just unacceptable.
Wow. I guess I know when my efforts aren't appreciated.
You're doing good. Oh, and what efforts? It was what, like, hey cat, do this?
Whoa, those are tall.
I'm glad you noticed, because they're your new job.
What? You said you were taking me to tea with the princess.
Actually, I said I was going to tea with the princess. You're going to work.
Sis, come on.
Don't worry, Zephyr. It'll be easy. I just need a Pegasus pony to fly up and wipe each window down from top to bottom.
And I'm here to make sure you do it right.
Oh, it's probably Spike who did
Wow,
it
Zephyr.
somehow.
This looks amazing.
Well, you know, like you said, it was easy.
Where's Spike?
Up here! You were supposed to supervise, not do all the work.
I was supervising, and then Zephyr asked me about different cleaning techniques and which one was best, and if I could... Hey, I did all the work.
Don't let him fool you. Old Spike is quite the taskmaster.
Nope. Striking
Come
out.
on, sis. I had to ask Spike to make sure I was doing it right.
You didn't do it at all. Well, I guarantee there won't be any fooling around on the next job.
Next job?
Applejack.
That's right, Zep. You're coming with me.
You don't have to come up with some excuse to hang out with me, Rainbows. Let's just go for a fly and see where the day takes us.
What the heck?
We're going to Wonderbolt's headquarters. And I am gonna give you a job so simple and straightforward, not even you can weasel your way out of it. And the second you try, I'm gonna zap you with a storm cloud. Got it?
Nice.
Oh, I got it. I can already feel the electricity between us.
Oh god. I do like the, like, it's not like, I don't know.
Rainbow Dash is
Fun.
crazy, okay?
Oh.
She expects me to do stuff right when she asks me to do it. It's insane.
Yeah.
So you just quit? Again?
Mm-hmm.
Escaped is more like it. Besides, what was I supposed to do?
Keep trying. Finish something for once. Maybe that way you'd actually find something you like to do.
That all sounds fine for your friends, but it's just not me.
Then I'm sorry, Zephyr, but I don't think you can live here.
Fine. I'll just go live in the woods like my 4 ponies before me.
Yep. What?
Guess the only breeze this Zephyr can count on is his own.
I don't know. It's when they don't want to help themselves. What can you do? Like, you're allowing them the patience, the time, you're putting your efforts into it, but they're not investing
you
to
did the right
themselves.
thing. You couldn't let Zephyr pull the same stuff on you that he's always pulled on your folks.
I guess so.
That's right.
Oh, hello, Constance.
It's fine, like, you know, like a couple times it happens, but it sounds like every single time.
See, Wigford? The breeze needs no pony. We've got food, shelter. Just need to put the old kettle on. Come on, sticky, sticky. Make with the sparks. What's a pony gotta do to find a decent stick around here?
I know he needs to learn to do things for himself, but
No, I can't let him live like this.
I don't know, man.
actually, I don't think he'd make it through the night.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't, to be honest.
Fluttershy! Hey, I was just, cozying up in my sleeping bag.
Yeah. He's kind of like a burnout, huh?
Such an exhausting day, you know?
Also, too, I guess he can stay committed to actually pursuing careers, dreams, jobs, goals.
I can't do this. I can't do anything.
Zephyr, you're smart and talented. You could do anything if you just tried.
And what if I give everything I have and still fail? Honestly,
What's the point
I
of
think it's
that?
better not to try at all.
No.
But then you won't ever do anything.
Yeah, what you doing right
I
now?
don't expect you two to understand. I mean, when have you ever failed? You've literally helped save Equestria like a dozen times.
And I was worried that I'd fail every time.
Do you guys remember the first mission?
Sometimes you have to do things even though you might fail.
But failing is the worst.
It is.
Quitting doesn't feel much better, does it?
No.
So here's the deal. You can come back with me, but you have to do exactly what I say. No exceptions.
I will literally do anything you ask me if it means I don't have to stay here.
I hope this is in the
You
right
know what
direction.
you have to do, right?
Beg for help, then quit when I get frustrated.
No.
Just kidding! Total opposite of that. Got it.
You think he can do it?
Every pony has time.
Oh, we got a song. I didn't expect a song.
Frustration builds up inside, and it makes you wanna shout.
But if you just take that first
There, there's Rainbow Dash.
next one will appear, and you find you can walk, then run, then fly into the stratosphere.
Into the stratosphere.
You've got to give it your best so you can pass the test. Give it everything that you've got, and we know you can win. You just have to begin. Have to give it your very best shot.
There are times when you want to give up, when you think that you can't go on.
But if you fight through with all
Yep, you gotta fight through
your
it.
might, you will find that you can't go wrong. That you could do it all along.
Every pony has times in their lives when their hearts are filled with doubt.
But if you just give it your all, you'll start to work it out.
And I know I can't give up too soon. Get myself in the zone. And I find I can walk, then run, then fly.
Yep.
And I can do it on my own.
The drum filler. I also like how he sang that part on his own. Small music decisions that really do build the message here.
I can do it on my own. I did it. I actually finished something by myself.
And it looks exactly like it's supposed to.
I knew you could do it, Zephyr.
I didn't. But I do now. Thanks for believing in me, sis.
Aw, that's
That's what big
gorgeous.
sisters are for.
So, Zeph, now that you've accomplished this, what's next?
Anything I want. I mean, the sky's the limit, right? But, you know, I've got some baby steps in mind.
Thanks for dinner, Mr. and Mrs. Shy. It was great as usual.
Thank you, dear, for not giving up on Zephyr. After all these years of pining for him, it must be so satisfying to see him on the right track.
Yay.
Have you heard from Zephyr? Is he doing
Wait,
well?
what?
I tell you, he's a brand new pony. So full of drive
What was
and
she upset?
determination.
That's great.
Guess who graduated from main therapy training?
Oh, it's training.
Awesome!
Congratulations, son.
You look so handsome.
I'm so proud of you, Zephyr.
It was only a matter of time before they recognized my true genius. But actually doing the work probably helped. And I wouldn't have if it weren't for you.
Aw.
Oh, I just gave you some encouragement. You did this on your own.
And honestly, right now I feel like I can do anything.
Yes.
Except find a place. I can still crash here for a few days, right?
I hope it's not a stay forever type of thing. Especially for new graduates, you know. Alright. I thought when we got a Fluttershy-centered family episode, it was going to be more traumatic and more conflicting. Well, this is still conflicting, but it's not as dramatic and as traumatic as I had anticipated. Because they're very nice ponies. You see where Fluttershy got her identity from. They're very polite. They're very, like, caring. Yeah, it's a perfect blend. But the thing here is Zephyr. Zephyr is the little brother of Fluttershy. And he is basically a burnout, or maybe that's harsh to say. But when it comes to work, to jobs, to responsibilities, accountability, he has none of that. He has no order or direction in life, and he's a pretty spoiled person. And because the family, I don't want to say they're pushovers, but that's kind of the way that they are. So whenever he acts out or he quits, they're just gonna say, come back here, and not actually give him sort of strictness, any order. Fluttershy, because of what the development she has had this entire show, she's actually the most bold and brave to kind of call it out. Again, this only happens because Fluttershy has sort of developed herself and got more boundaries and more strict and not a pushover as much. So this episode actually showcases her growth, which is very surprising. And it's what is needed because Zephyr keeps messing up the jobs, as in he doesn't even mess it up himself. He has other people do it for him. And he doesn't really know the idea of doing something and failure because he's afraid of it. So rather than trying something new and failing at it and then that feeling sitting with us forever, he just goes the opposite route and he doesn't even try at all. Yeah, and you can see why this is a really awful approach to life, to your goals, to your ambitions. Because as Rainbow Dash had said too, you just won't do anything then at that point. If you're afraid to fail in everything you do, everything you try, yeah, like you're going to be scared of life. You're going to be scared of progressing yourself. So even though he was a really frustrating character that I think a lot of us really just want to pull our hair out and, you know, scream things, I do think that this type of character is pretty honest. Because there are people who just don't do things because it's too hard. Because failure. Because fear. So I actually don't really hate him in that way. Maybe I hate him for the situation and also manipulating the parents and kind of taking advantage of that whole thing. But I think his depiction of sort of that anxious, anxiety-filled, there's a lot of relatability there. Even me, sometimes too, I think even when it comes to the workforce and job things, I kind of get in this mood where I'm like, oh, do I really need to do that? You know, and I kind of push it off or I don't do it. So, you know, in some instances too, yeah, see, I relate to Zephyr sometimes. Again, I'm not, you know, completely like him, but I can easily sense that sort of fear of failure or that pressure that's suddenly on you. I do think a lot of the time it was just his effort really wasn't there. His heart wasn't there. It was always just aloof and, oh, if they don't accept me for what I'm doing, which is wrong, then screw them. So overall, this episode, again, I didn't anticipate it to go like this when it came to Fluttershy's background being exposed and finally looked into. But I actually really loved how this all ended up. Frustrating at times, but I think when you're dealing with a person like this, yeah, it's going to be like this. And just awesome to see Fluttershy sort of stand her ground, put him on the right path. Also fun, too, to see Rainbow Dash sort of in there as well. Yeah, that was a really simple episode, a Fluttershy-centered episode. As I just was talking about, we needed more of that, or just in general, more of Applejack and her. And I think we basically just got that back to back. Maybe not in the developmental pursuit of their dreams sort of thing, but more of focusing on their characters, their personalities. A little bit of a dissection of them. With Applejack being about how controlling and how unnecessary she can be in her life, and that restricts her from having fun with her friends and family. Fluttershy, to where all the pushover, all the acceptance and kindness is kind of not there anymore, but not in the shallow way or the cold way, in the way of, no, you need to get your life together. And that's just the boldness, the strictness, the boundary that she has had, and really just kind of blah, 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 blah. Like she just really attained that throughout the season. So in both aspects, good job finally tackling those two characters. I want to see a bit more from them, but this kind of answers my question and my craving for that Fluttershy background dramaticness. Technically, there was some friction there, so I wasn't totally off on that. But overall, great episode for Fluttershy. It was much needed, especially this season as well. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me on this frustrating brother episode of My Little Pony. And I will see you when I see you.